everyone's had a good Easter. As usual, I'd like to thank my new subscribers. Thanks for subscribing and coming back to watch me doing videos about my pond, so thank you. For an Easter, it's been a busy old weekend. For the eagle-eyed, you might say that my filter house looks a bit different. To be fair, it's been gutted. On Friday, I had the Black Country boys round and they've helped me get my door and my window in. I'll show you that in a minute. I'll also show you what else I've done in there. But first of all, I'll flick you around. If you remember a couple of weeks ago, I put the ep13 media in here, and as you can see from the colour change it's already, I'd say it's maturing already, so I'm really happy about that. David did say to me though that the ep13 matures really quick. In the future I might be tempted to upgrade my air pump and get some more in there. I'll just flick you up and you'll see the carnage is created in here. So ignore that bit at the bottom. I can't get that out until I take my nexus out, but I took all the boards out, moved my sockets, because if you remember I had two sockets over here. I've had to leave the one in at the minute because I couldn't get to it, but I've moved my sockets. I've now got one here, one here, and I've also, sorry about the camera work, my lights, just my light switch here, it was over the other side and it was in the way really. So I've also just temporarily put my shelves up here. I've mentioned to a couple of people who recently installed inline pond beaters. That STC is magic. As you can see, current temperature's at 17.1. I have got it set on 18, but you can alter the temperature range of when it kicks in. So I've got it set to 1 degree I think. So as soon as it drops to 17, it fires back up. Not sure what the upper limit is, but I think the minimum is half a degree. I did have it on half a degree for a little bit, but I found it was firing up a little bit too often. I've also recently got one of these, just so I can see what it's using. Now, to be fair, the instructions that come with it are crap. So if anybody's got any advice, I think I've set the kilowatts per hour costs correctly on there, but I ain't sure. So if any of you wizards out there can give me a little bit of advice on how best to use that, much appreciated. That's what I say.
This is Pete doing something.
Trying to.
Can I come out?
Close the door.
Mate, this one's bent right up, that's why.
To you, to me.
This one's proper bent up. The top of this top one's proper bent up here. Look.
Yeah, a couple of the Black Country boys here, look.
Are you gonna get through?
Here they are.
To go. To go. To back. Fuck off, Roy Wilson.
That's that box. Yeah, just fucking keep recording, mate.
I'll tell you what, lads, do you realise how heavy this phone is? All the gear.
You've done fuck all else.
All the gear, no idea.
It's one of them today, isn't it? What do you want me to do?
Should we take the string off? No, the string here's on the back. It's on the inside.
Yeah.
So I'll give tits up now. The three amigos are on it.
I don't know if it's...
Bingo tonight, mate.
Off it. Alright.
Right, you just wait.
So I'll just take you outside and show you what we got up to on Friday. That's one of my Mark 1 cups. I think there's only Dave here who's got one. I have recently had a fresh batch of mugs come. So for those who have already sent me a mug, you'll be getting one sent out in the post this week. Just bear with me, so you know what Royal Snail's like. But I'll just flick you around. 1 second, just put my cup of tea down. I'll just flick you around and show you what we got up to. Step back a little bit. So we had to take the whole side of this shed out to get the door in, and the lads did a fantastic job. Come round and I'd have been screwed on my own. It's weird putting that door on and just putting it on the other side. It makes the filter shed look an whole lot bigger. I've replaced the cladding as well on the front and also on the back. When I move my sockets, I'll put a socket on the outside of the shed as well. So I've got the filter off the small pond fed straight into there, so it's got a town plug socket now. You ain't going to believe this. I think I mentioned on my last video the Heron had been coming, hence the fence to stop him getting there. But I came out to here today and I only saw some little babies in there. So the shabunkins have been going up to all sorts in here. So I ain't sure how many there is. So we'll have to wait for them to get a little bit bigger and I'll document it and show everybody. But I couldn't believe it. I'll come on to that in a minute. The front's been recladded as well. I've got my camera back up and my light switch and my lights. So glad to have the light back up. At least I can come out here every night now. I've got to put a blind. I've got to put my blind back up on the inside. Get the rest of this painted. I've also reclad this side. Obviously I've just got to put the, where am I? I've just got to put the trim just got to put the trim back on the corners. But with rain forecast this week, at least it's waterproof, so I ain't got to worry about that too much. I've also took my ices out of the ground and potted them up. So I'm hoping to get some good growth on these, start shaping them next year maybe. And I've also got myself another new bonsai. I was in B&Q the other day and I saw it, 16 quid I think. It's a Japanese elm. Got a decent little trunk on it at the minute. That one looks a little bit worse for wear than my other one. That's doing fantastic as well. So if you're watching Jamie from Keeping It Koi, how's best to get these looking the best, and do they need repotting, do they need trimming? Let me know, mate. So just giving my kujaku a salt bath after the recent bout of flukes that I had. When Davey was around the other day, he had a look and Davey says probably from the flicking and flashing that he was doing, he's damaged a few scales, so it's giving him a salt bath. It's all been measured out correctly. Got my air sounds running just so there's extra air in there. Don't know whether you can see those couple of damaged scales on the side. So I've done this is the third day that I've done this. I want to give him a chance, see if his scales heal. We'll see how he goes. When I was walking around the garden just, you may have spotted this big frame on the pond and you might have been thinking, what the hell is that? Basically, as you've seen in previous videos, the Heron seems to like my pond. I think I want a direct flight path for him from a local little nature reserve thing to the mouth of the canal, and it's that bad. Last weekend I was vacuuming the bottom of the pond, and because I got the covers off, he flew straight over. It's only because I was in the garden that stopped him from landing. In the past I have had the net directly on the coping, but I found that he was still standing on the side, and I was just worried about him spearing the fish through the net. So by building this frame, I know it's a bit excessive, a bit outside, but I'm determined not to lose any fish to the Heron this year. So I'll just show you the fish. The fish are all doing really well. Putting that heater on makes such a massive difference, and proper chomping the food down. As I mentioned on the previous clip, my kujaku down there, he's been having daily salt baths. Sorry about the glare on the water. He's been having daily salt baths to try and help him repair them couple of damaged scales that he's got. Everybody else is doing fantastic. So I'm going to keep lamping the food down, and probably in the next couple of weeks I'll get him out and give him the spring bowl up, just to see what growth I have had over winter. I've only had the heater on for about a month, so I ain't expecting a lot, but a couple of centimetres is a couple of centimetres. So look out for next. I don't know if this will be my next video or the video after that, but that's when I'll be getting them out, bowling them up, talking you through what they are and where I've had them from. You probably know where I've had most of them from anyway. So I'm probably going to leave it there for this one. Just a quick update, just to show you what I've been up to, having the lad road. I just want to say a massive thank you to the Black Country lads as well. I'd have been knackered on my own. I've got no words to say really to how much I've got to thank you for it. So nice one, lads. If anyone wants to do a mug swap, I ain't got a lot. I ordered 10. I think I have about 5 or 6 out. So if anyone wants to do a mug swap, just drop me a comment and we'll get it sorted. As always guys, stay safe, be nice to each other, and I'll see you on the next one.